Fuel Oil Company is celebrating 50 millionaires. Get set for the Eastern quarterfinals. I'm Gary Crispin, back in the Holiday Inn Coaches Corner pregame with head coach Pete White. The second round of the playoffs in Glen Mills. You love to play the big teams. This is the defending state champion, and there's no doubt they're awfully good.
They are. They're really something. They have two starters back from last year, two guards who were there before, and their 6'10" kid was their sixth man last year, and he's ready. And they bring in a couple other guys from Yugoslavia and wherever else, and they're ready to go.
They've got a 6'11" guy. There's a six-man off the bench already signed with Rhode Island. So a pretty good basketball game and team, to say the least. Tom Mann expects, as he calls it, a war. He's very impressed with your basketball club, especially the way you played against Easton the other night. And I have to admit, I was pretty impressed too. You really played as good a defense as we've seen in years.
Yeah, we were great defensively. Easton was a touch deficient in their guards, which of course they didn't know and we didn't know, and of course we kind of exposed them in that game. We played great defense. We got into passing lanes. They weren't able to cope with it, and we ended up having everything our way.
When you also talk about needing to get big games out of the big people, Grady Walker certainly came to play, had a field day with the Slams, and you got a big game out of Matt Johnson the other night, too. He came to play D, but certainly his offensive game has picked up.
Yeah, Grady did a very good job. He played defense. He had maybe 4 or 5 steals, and that's how he can get those slams when he or someone steals and he's on a breakaway. He played well. Johnson really sparked us. It was 4 or 6 point game when he came in, and when he went out, it was an 18-point game, and he just did everything. So he did well. Clyde played some defense. They're probably his best defensive game of the year, and we had an overall good team effort.
Yeah, the thing you've got to be impressed right now, the Millionaires, you're getting out of those first 6 people, anybody can give you that stuff. If Bullock only has 5 points, he's playing some good defense, and somebody else is going to pick up the slack offensively, and it's really become a balanced team effort.
It is, especially when you're fast breaking and when you're getting into passing lanes and making the steals. Now, this team presents a little different problem. They don't pass the ball around much. They move it over to the corner or to the side and try to get the ball inside. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get that many steals. So let's hope that Bullock is hitting the 3-pointers tonight.
Okay, let's talk about your game plan. This is a great team with a lot of size. What do you expect to see from the Bulls?
Well, I know they're going to press. These two returning state championship guards are phenomenal in the press, and they really smother you. So they're going to press us full court. Sometimes they're not going to let us get the ball in. Sometimes they're going to allow it and then trap. And we're going to have to break that press. See the shoes on the other foot? No. They're the pressers, and we're the pressees. And we have to break that press, and then that's the first thing. And then another thing we have to do is keep them off the boards. They've got some giants, and we have to box them out and keep them behind us so that they don't throw up missed shots and keep scoring and scoring. And both of those are very formidable obstacles in winning this game, but if we're able to get through them, we should be in pretty good shape.
As Larry Moore was down scouting the team the other night, is there an area that you think you can exploit, something you're going to go at that you might be able to take advantage of, maybe a little weakness they might have, if any?
No, they don't have any weaknesses. This is a bona fide state championship team. Their 28-1 record or 29-1, whatever it is bona fide. They're good. We're going to have to play a near perfect game to beat them.
Your team's feeling pretty good about themselves from the other night. Do you feel that momentum you've seen out of your great teams in the past, trying to take it to the next level as you get ready for round 2?
I think we're ready. You have to want it. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe you can do it. We've played a lot of real good people this year, and we've won, beaten most of them. And so we know we can beat good people, and this is just another team that we're playing that's very, very good. We've faced a lot of very, very good teams in the past, so we feel that, if we give a good enough effort, we can make it, so we're going to give it a good shot.
Okay, Pete, let's keep the magic going. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more of the Holiday Inn Coaches Corner pregame show from Reading right after this timeout. This is what it's all about, the PIAA Eastern quarterfinals from Reading's Geigel Complex. Gary Crispin along with Peter White right here on Cable Sports. Peter, let's talk. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. Preparation for the Millionaires. They're going against a team that is favored, a team that is stalled, a team that has won it all a year ago. What's Pete White going to do? What is the game plan?
All right, well, the game plan is obviously on defense. What we need to do is get in the passing lanes. We cannot let them exchange the ball. They're going to try to get the ball to the high post, right from the point, and they're going to try to get it to the wing and then to the low post. We need to cut off the pass to the high post and cut off the pass to the wings and make them go one-on-one. Because that's the only, and what the other team's going to have to do is make passes directly from the high post to the low post and from the point to the low post. What we're going to do is keep the passing lane and get our fast break going. If we can stay in the passing lane, we might be able to get them to have to use an early timeout, and then our fans will get going. As you can hear, Gary, there is a million people from Glen Mills here tonight.
Okay, we're talking about game plan for the Cherry and White. What do you do about the big people? How do you defense them?
All right, with the big people, what we're going to have to do is we're going to front them, which means we're going to play directly in front of them between the ball and our man. Okay, and what the other team is going to attempt to do is throw a lob over our guy who's fronting their low post. When they throw the lob, our help from the other side is going to be trying to take the charge. If we don't get the charge call tonight on that pass to the low post, we're in big trouble, because that's the way the Millionaires play deep. If we get the charge call, we'll be in good shape, because apparently Glen Mills is not deep on their bench. Plus, they probably haven't seen teams execute the charge the way the Millionaires can.
Okay, this is a Williamsport Millionaire team. When it comes to breaking the press, they're going to have to do that tonight. They're going to see some trap press. They're going to see some full court press. How do the Millionaires stack up against that kind of defense?
I think we're going to have a little bit of trouble with their press, especially at the beginning. But if we get through their press early, they're going to be in big trouble, because we've been taking the ball strong to the hoop. Johnson has been going hard. Bullock has been going hard. Ivan has been going hard. Ciccarelli's been getting the ball to people, and then Grady has really tuned his game up. I mean, he's going hard to the basket. And of course, Clank has been having the moves inside all year. So if we can get by their initial trap in the press and get our fast break going, we should have no trouble with their press. I'm not worried about us not scoring. We have to stop them. If we can get in the passing lanes like we did against Easton and get a couple charges on the passes to the low post, should be a very, very interesting night tonight, Gary.
This is exciting. This is what it's all about. You've been in this situation. You said you were getting keyed up. You thought you were going to have to play tonight. You want to play, right?
I'll tell you what, this is the kind of game that when you're a little kid you dream about. And the whole trip here, I was a little bit antsy in the car. I'm driving down, and they're telling me to relax and relax. And I'm ready to go out there and play right now. But I mean, when you're a kid, you think about this. You think about, this is Williamsport High. This is where I grew up. And this is, I want to play in front of 3,000 people every night. And now is the time. And I mean, when these guys were young, they dreamed about it. When I was young, I dreamed about it.
And one good omen tonight, when you got in the car, there was, and this, we're not making this up, when you got in the car in Washington, D.C. this afternoon, there was a song that you loved that was on the air.
When I sat down to come here tonight in Washington, D.C., the Magic song was on, and I thought that was a good omen for tonight.
You can do magic. That's what we've got to do one more time in the Eastern quarterfinals here with Cable Sports from Reading. We'll be back with the opening tip-off, starting lineups, and more right after this timeout. Back for the quarterfinals in the East. The winner to meet either Reading or Hazleton, a game that's underway right now as we speak from Arts Hall in Pottsville. This ball game, by the way, will be part of a doubleheader on Sunday morning. If you're watching on Sunday, of course, we'll be following the first game of that doubleheader, the Easton second replay of that will be on about 11:30 range. And our second replay, obviously, as you're watching Sunday, you want to know when it's on again. It'll be back to the normal time of Monday night at 7 p.m. on Dimension Cable Channel 2. And here come the Cherry and White. Andy Ciccarelli, he's come a long way. He's become one of the fine guards we've had in a long time. He's done a great job.
I'll tell you what, Ciccarelli is a very good basketball player. The guy can play.
Grady Walker, all everything. He's 17-point average coming in, and you need a big game from Grady Walker.
We need the same kind of output he had against Easton. The guy, he played a tremendous game, especially defensively.
Jason Bullock played great D, had the down game on offense, but tonight may be his night to be called on to hit the three.
Bullock has generally done well on the road. He really has put the ball in the hoop, so tonight we're going to need him.
Ivan Valentine, boy, has he picked up the pace in the second half of the year. He's upped his average to double digits. He had a big game the other night. He can do it on both ends of the ball, and then there's Jeff Clank, the leading scorer with a 19-point average coming into this ball game. Those are the Millionaires, the visitors, and now Glen Mills, defending state champions. No question, this is a Glen Mills team that has a mission to try to win 2 in a row. Nobody's done that since Carlisle put it all together, 4 times in a row?
Yeah, Carlisle came through 4 times in a row, and the Glen Mills, I guess, is going to try to repeat that, but they got a tough task tonight with the Millionaires.
There is Bobby Kovillian, 5'11", 11-point average coming in. He's already going to the University of Maine on a baseball and football scholarship, an excellent shortstop in baseball. Number 12 for this ball club is Franklin Allen. He had 4 threes the other night in the game. He's a 5'11" senior guard. The other starter coming out is number 11, Greg Fanning at 6'3". He's that third man in that front court. He's giving him a big game. And then, of course, you take a look at the inside. 6'6", Turquin Mott. And then Alonzo Goldston, 6'10". Grady Walker played against him. And, of course, played against him in the summer camp at Conshohocken this year. Felt Goldston a good player. Grady, though, didn't seem to be all impressed as far as being awed by Goldston, who's very good.
Well, I was talking to some newspaper men from the Glen Mills area, and they said that Goldston gets all the press, but Mott is the guy to watch out for in the big games. They told me that Goldston gets a lot of points against some of the weaker teams. Then when a big game comes around, everyone worries about Goldston, and Mott gets his 20.
And remember, Kevin Lewis is waiting in the wings. He's 6'11". You talk about a little depth. They feel they have 6 people to go to. The Millionaires feel pretty much the same way because certainly Matt Johnson waiting in the wings, and we are ready to go. As you would think, you talk about size disadvantage, but the Millionaires, man for man, even that up quite a bit despite the big guy in the middle.
The only difference in size, it looks like, is the big guy. The rest of the guys we match up real well against. 5'10" guys we obviously have no trouble with.
It'll be Alonzo Goldston against Grady Walker jumping it up. Millionaires in the chariot light, and here's the opening tip-off of the ball game. Goldston, Kovillian on the left wing. Going down low. Big guy turns, whirls, missed the back. Grady with a rebound. Here comes Ivan. Grady. Clyke.
Oh, snap!
And there is the break of the transition. They will burn you with that all night.
That's Walker getting the ball in the middle. He stops the foul line. Look, fakes one
Grady
way,
was
the other. Clyke gets the layup.
Great play. That was off a Mott miss. Kovillian over the timeline. Coming to the left wing. Ivan Valentine on him. Looking low, they'll come out the other way to Fanning. Fanning penetrates, shoots from 15, can't hit it. Goldston had taken away, pumps again, didn't get the travel. He scores.
He got away with the steps there, Gary. When you jump up in the air, you have to shoot it or pass it. You can't dribble when you jump.
2-2 score. There's that trap pressure at midcourt. Millionaires break it. Walker up the middle down the lane, missed the shot. Great tap by Clyke.
Yeah.
Here is a replay look by the way of the play a moment ago.
Nice move by Walker, good tip by Clyke.
Kaiser Brothers.
There's Walker in the middle, gives it to Clyke. Clyke makes a nice move and lays it in.
Over the timeline, head of the circle, that's Allen. Something thrown on the floor, referee timeout. We're 4-2 Millionaires by 2 in this ball game. The winner to take on either Reading or Hazelton. Former Millionaire Antonio Allen plays for Hazelton this year. There's Allen, backcourt, running by Ciccarelli. Allen started a year ago, the state championship team. Both guards return. Coming out high, Chick in the passing lane, lost the ball, tough break. A whistle, though, and a reach-in foul. The foul, they look at Goldston, I believe, number 52.
There was a screen there, blind roll at the high post, and the Millionaires looked like they switched, and Ciccarelli got in there and got the steal, and then he got tripped on trying to transition game.
Ciccarelli inbound, here come the Millionaires. Coming in against that 1-2-2 or 3-2, they'll swing it around the other way. Head of the circle, Bullock. Ivan looking low. Chick again, looking for Grady Walker. Bullock for 3. Kovillian on the rebound.
Good execution by the Millionaires. They got a good shot, a shot they wanted.
Setting the offense. Here's Allen for 3, and he hits. It is a 5-4 lead. The first lead of the ball game for the team out of Glen Mills. This is the guy that burned their opponent James Buchanan the other night. Valentine was trapped, stepped to the end line, they turn it over. Tough D on the end line, and they're going to trap him to the side.
Could have been a foul there. It looked like he kind of gave him the hip. Millionaires have to get in the passing lanes on the inbounds play. Too easy.
Allen in the backcourt against Ciccarelli. Runs to that left wing. Can't give him that three. You've got to have a hand in the face, but Chick will give you D all night long. It's important that Ciccarelli does not get back into, and they force the turnover into foul trouble. And great D by Ciccarelli helped force that, and great defense by everybody else. There was nowhere to pass it to.
That's right. Every single Millionaire was in the passing lane that time. They ended up throwing the ball and getting the backcourt. That's the kind of D that Glenn Mills probably hasn't seen before. Our defense in the passing lane.
It is a 5-4 ball game. Bullock. Here's Gleich, head fake, slides down the lane, can't hit. Grady, follow, yes. Walker on the follow, the offensive play. Great positioning by Grady Walker.
Very nice follow-up by Walker. He got position on the opposite side. 7 out of 10 times the shot goes to the opposite side.
6-5 score of the ball game. Coming out high is Goldston. Head of the circle. Coming over, swinging it to the side, shooting and nothing, and Mott loses the ball out of bounds. Off the miss. Here's a Kaiser Brothers Olds Chrysler Plymouth replay, positioning again on offense.
Nice pass by Bullock to the low post. Clank went with the left hand. Bad move there, but Walker was right there with position for the easy follow.
It is a 6-5 Millionaire lead early gone at Cable Sports. Here's Valentine. Walker. Grady fades and hits. That is the type of play you need out of a guy like Grady Walker. It's an 8-5 ball game.
That's right. We need Walker to go straight up. No double pump. He went straight up and scored in the guy's eye.
Allen up the middle down the lane. Penetrates and hits right down there over Gleich. Got up in the air and good leaping ability against the taller Jeff Gleich. 8-7 now. Millionaires by a point. Gleich for three. Yes. Gleich hasn't hit a three in a long time. He faded into the stands that time. Ended up in a fella's lap. It's 11-7 Cherry and White. 4:43 to play in the quarter.
Gleich can hit that shot. It looked like he got fouled after the shot. He ended up in the stands.
Peter Jr.
Ivan giving him all the D he can handle. Goes baseline. Turns it up. Missed the shot. Goldston nearly traveled. They didn't get the call. Mott. And he'll hit for the free throw line. It's 11-9.
Boy, it's too bad they got away with the travel on that rebound.
Here comes Ivan. Trapped to the side. Good heads-up play. Got it back to Chick. He'll break the timeline. Here's Grady up the middle down the lane. Lost position. Here's the bag. The follow by Walker won't go. Grady again won't get it to go. Tough miss. 3 in a row down.
That's right. Walker's controlling the boards right now.
Allen again. It'll hit. The little guy's been the difference early on. He's got 6. It's tied at 11. He's now got 7 with that one free throw. Tough break right there for the Cherry and White. They had 3 shots at it, although Grady may have gotten away with a near travel. Here's Walker. Gleich turns up, goes in, has it rejected by Mott. Lead Covillion. He'll take it up and nail it. And Glenn Mills has a 13-11 lead.
You got to get back when the shot goes up. You got to get back on defense.
Millionaires Valentine needing help. There's Bullock. Look for the 3. Pulls it back. Grady penetrates. Dishes. Can't hit it.
Too much double. Oh, he just got hit in the face.
Oh my God.
Really got hit. Walker hit the deck. He got it with an elbow in the face, and Grady Walker, as you can see, will take another look again. You could tell was a little bit out of control because Walker hit the deck, and there was no foul called, I don't believe.
Yo, he really got knocked
Let's take a
out.
look at this again.
I think
Grady
Walker's
Walker,
out cold.
Grady
Oh my
Walker's,
God.
somebody's got to get out to help Grady Walker.
He's out cold right now. He just got out cold, and they call a foul.
Leave him down, Ivan.
Coach is coming out, and Grady Walker got it, hit the deck, and then hit his head. And Grady Walker, here's another look again. That is awful tough to take a look at it again. Take a look at this. There's the elbow.
Oh!
He is out cold.
He was out cold there, and then he hit the head. You could tell Grady was out cold for a moment. There was no foul called. The referees clearly blew that.
It's my first time
that
seeing
looked like one of Mike Tyson's opponents right there. Walker, and they call a foul on Walker for that.
And that you almost don't even want to look at it again.
Oh my
And you
God.
talk about a travesty, but it was not intentional elbow, but sometimes when you let those elbows fly, you're supposed to play with the elbows in a little bit, right, Peter?
That wasn't intentional. He didn't try to hit him in the face. He intentionally threw out his elbow. I'm sure he wasn't trying to knock him out like that. But the
Darryl Stafford right
they
there.
call a foul on Walker for blocking his elbow with his fist. With his face.
We will take an injury timeout. We'll take a break. 3:19 to play. That is a terrible turn of events. Grady Walker's a tough kid. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Oh my God.
Pete White gets a technical foul called on him. You don't want to look all night at that. If Mike, you get that queued up again, we'll take another look. You don't want to Continue to look at what was an ugly play. The elbow to Grady Walker on the head. Walker was out cold, and now the technical foul, and Covillion hits. Can't say the elbow was thrown intentionally. Here's the. We'll take a look at the replay again in just a moment. Here's the replay look again.
Here's a shot by Walker. Comes up with the other guy, gets a rebound, and look right in the face, and he goes down cold, and that's a foul on Walker.
And when you say down cold, Grady was literally cold at that point because you saw him had no control as he hit the deck.
He had no legs.
Boy, that was tough. And we talk about trying to get some kind of, and I'm surprised that we didn't have anybody out there looking at Grady Walker, but maybe they didn't see it right away. 15-11 our score, and now the Millionaires need to play the D. They have this team. They can't let this shake them up, but they got to try to get Grady back in. They go backdoor, Covillion scores. All of a sudden, it's a 6-point ball game. The Millionaires have got to gut it up with their leader on the bench. 17-11, Grady Walker, I guarantee, is going to get back. Covillion spins, misses the shot, throws it up again, and hits. Jerry and White have to regroup right here. They had this club early on. It's 19-11. Matt Johnson comes out, trapping to the side. Here's Clyde down the lane. Ivan kicked away. Glenn Mills out of their foot. The Cherry and White get it back. Great regroup time right now, Peter.
Yeah, we could be in trouble. They might get a couple scores and be out the door here. The Millionaires have to relax.
Brady's just trying to get himself together.
Trying to get Bullock a three-pointer here.
Here's Bullock for three. They need it. Can't hit it. White, good offensive bound. Pulls it out again. Cherry and White, be a little more patient now. Ivan, good head fake, takes his man to the hole, has it blocked. A whistle and a foul inside, and they're looking at 14, Jermel Smith. 19-11, 8-point lead, and the turnaround came after it was a tie score. The elbow thrown by this team out of Glen Mills, and Jeff Black's doing a little talking too.
Very nice head fake by Valentine and went right to the hoop. Looks like there's a lot of talking going on out there, but the Millionaires just have to relax right now and just play ball. Hopefully Walker will be able to be back, but
I don't think anybody on the Millionaire bench saw that Grady Walker was hit the way he was. They were looking at action down the other way, and they didn't react to it right away. The only guy down there helping was Jeff Blake. 19-11, Win Cook's taking a look at Grady, and Walker's just trying to figure out where he is right now, but you better believe if Grady Walker can get back in this game, he'll be back in for the all-time leading scorer. Jeff Blake talking to the referee. They're trying to settle him down out there, and here's Ivan Valentine to the free throw line. Boy, has he been smooth and in the clutch at the tail end of this year.
Yes, Ivan has really come on. The guy can really play. He goes nice to the hoop, very silky smooth.
So at the end of the year, he's giving you nearly 15 points a game. Averages about 12. Valentine at about 6'3".
We need to get in our press here and maybe get a steal on the inbounds pass and get us settled down and back in the game.
Settle down is right. Walker was controlling things before he went down. Covillion off the miss. Millionaires need to give some D now. With Walker gone, all of a sudden you saw that confidence go up. There's a backdoor all the way to the screen. It looked like a wild pitch in baseball. Millionaires have got to come back. 19-12 score of the game.
Looks like Walker's heading to the locker room. We won't see him the rest of the first half, unfortunately, for the Millionaires.
White, look away. Here's Ivan. Fades out of the corner. Can't hit it. Johnson in a crowd goes up, draws the foul, and here we go.
Yeah,
Tell you
Clyde.
what, there's going to be some talking tonight in this basketball game. Jeff Clyde is going to show you the leadership inside because his teammate and one of his good friends, Walker, went down on what a lot of people would say a cheap elbow. Anytime an elbow's thrown, it's cheap.
Yeah, it looks like that Clyde is going to raise it up, but it's good that someone's stepping up right now because you can't be intimidated by a team like this.
That was more than
Anytime
cheap.
that someone gets fouled, it looks like Clyde is stepping right in the middle right there to make sure it doesn't get out of hand.
Johnson, free throw line, concentrates and nails it. Matt Johnson brings him down to within 6, 19-13. Cable Sports, you want to go to BJ's Ribs? We'll send you there now. $10.95 for a great Sunday dinner at BJ's. 323-7929. Dial carefully. We'll take caller number 5.
I like the way Matt goes right to the hoop on his rebounds, gets fouled and gets to the line.
Good play again. Cut it to 5. Millionaires able to cut the lead from 8 a moment ago. Down to 5. Allen brings it down the side against Ciccarelli. Working low. Good denial by Ivan.
Good D by Ciccarelli here. Might get a 5-second call.
Allen forced to dribble a lot. They'll do a lot of that. Not as much passing out of this club.
Yeah, they're having trouble exchanging the ball, Gary, so he's trying to dribble.
Good D by Johnson right now. Johnson will not give his man the ball. Into the circle. Goldston touches it back to Fanning. Or Jamel Smith, rather, who's off the bench. And now the turnaround shot goes up and good. A whistle and a foul inside. And we may want to see that one more time again. 21-14. Let's take one more look at our Kaiser Brothers Olds Chrysler Plymouth replay.
So there was a foul right there on Glenn Mills. And here's the ball. They got the ball inside, and the guy faces up and makes a nice move. If you're watching the rebound, number 22 pushes Johnson on it.
Yeah, I got the foul. There's a whistle. A block on Ciccarelli. They say Chick was not set. Team fouls all of a sudden. We'll be looking at 1-1 in a hurry. Was that 4? It may be 5 for the Millionaires with 1:28 left. But of course, one of the ugly scenes of the year, Walker knocked out cold for a moment as Goldston turns and hits. 23-14. We're just hoping that Grady Walker's all right. Bullock touches it away. Ivan down the lane, penetrates, dishes, can't hit. Up in the air, Goldston, 9-point lead. It was a tight game until Walker went down. Over the timeline is Allen. Allen turns up to the left side of the key, missed the shot. Followed, Jamel Smith puts it in. And off the bench, Smith has 4.
Smith got position on Bullock there. We need to box out better.
25-14, double digits, largest lead of the ball game, deflected out of bounds. The Cherry White retained possession with 49 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Well, we really have to rise to the occasion right now because you know Walker is not going to be back for a while. He was out cold for a couple seconds.
Johnson, head of the circle. Plank looks for help, fades away. Banks can't hit. Goldston's controlling the backboards early on. Grady and Plank were controlling the backboards. 25-14. Looking out to the high post. Trying to get it to Goldston. He goes backdoor Smith. 5'10 senior guard throws it up, can't hit it. And Clay comes out of the pack. Ciccarelli, Johnson, better hurry over the timeline with 12 seconds left. A bump, no whistle. Here's Clay with 8. Here's where you have trouble seeing that clock, Peter. You've been
There's
here
the 3,
with
though.
4, with 3. There's the 3, and they needed that. Bullock hits his second 3 of the ball game. They cut the lead to 25-17. They're with an 8 after 1. But the elbow to Grady Walker is the story in this game. We'll take a timeout from Reading. We'll be right back. Quick first quarter gap. Bullock came back, hit another 3. It's a 5-point game, 25-20. Bullock has had 3 threes in the game. Denial, backdoor, they take it away. Johnson to Clark. Clark runs a break, 3-on-3. They'll have to hold it up. Backdoor, Bullock! Great assist by Clark. We'll want to see it again.
Millionaires are right back in this game. A quick 3 from Bullock and a great pass by Clay for an easy layup.
Bullock has got 8. Over the timeline is Allen. Ciccarelli on the defense. He's up the middle down the lane. There's the whistle, the bump. The foul before the shot. And again, Johnson is doing some talking. Here's the Kaiser Brothers Olds Chrysler Plymouth replay.
Here's Clark in the middle, makes a nice fake, and then gets it inside to Bullock.
As long as you play with the Millionaire principles, you're going to stay in any basketball game, right, Peter White?
That's right. The Millionaires, we just have to stick to our game and not get excited. That's Ciccarelli's second foul. That really hurts the Millionaires. I mean, they don't have Walker's back on the bench right now, which is a good sign. But I don't know if they can go to him. And now Ciccarelli has 2. We can't afford to lose Ciccarelli at this point.
Millionaires playing undermanned without Grady Walker, who took an elbow, was not cold for a moment, a little woozy. There's a whistle, and there's a foul against the Cherry and White.
Foul on Johnson right there, Gary. Here comes Walker.
Grady Walker's back, and Grady Walker says he wants to come back in, and he gets a standing ovation for the leading scorer in history at Williamsport High School. Boy, would that be a Hollywood script to see Grady Walker come back. There's no way you're going to keep Grady Walker out of this game, and he does not want this to be the final game of his career. But boy, what an ugly scene.
Well, I don't know how Walker can be back this early. He must be pretty tough because he took an ugly shot to the face. And
you could see because Grady was really cold for a moment as he hit the deck. You're right. You're liking that to a Tyson punch. 27-22. Here come the Cherry and White. It'll take a few minutes for Grady Walker to get those court legs back. Here's Johnson. Kicked away, near steal. Chick got it back. Good heads-up play. Back door is open. Bullock from Grady. Yes!
Nice assist by Walker.
Bullock's doing it. He's got 10 points in the ball game. 27-24. Millionaires. Johnson almost stole it away. Here's Kavillion. Looking for help. Down low. There's the turn. There's the whirl by Goldston. Up in the air goes Walker. His 4th rebound of the night. Johnson down the lane. Slid the foot. No travel. Clyde. Yes!
Nice pass by Johnson right there. He waited. He got it into Clyde. Clyde made a beautiful move.
27-26. Glenn Mills needs a timeout. And the Millionaires have stormed back. They were down by 11 points a moment ago. 6:39 to play. We'll be back in a minute. And White and Grady Walker stepping on the floor gave them that mental lift they needed when Walker was down and appeared to be out for a while.
That's right. We played pretty well without him. We got the quick comeback. It was a nice ball, hit that original jumper. But as soon as he stepped on the floor, everybody went wild. The fans and our players just picked it up.
Here comes Mott. Left side, Kavillion for 3. He's going to be short with it. Johnson hustles it out. Kicked away. And Johnson can't believe the call. Here's the replay look from Kaiser Brothers Olds Chrysler Plymouth.
Here's Johnson in the middle. Takes his time. Sees Clyde go to the hoop and gives it to him for the easy layup.
Inbound play while we're away. There's a bump, a whistle, and a foul against Grady Walker, who, by the way, has 2. His first personal foul, ironically, came on the play that he was not called.
Well, that hurts us. Now Walker has 2, and the first one obviously was a big error by the official. Now he has 2 free throws, or 2 fouls he has to come out of the game.
Grady Walker's going to sit down a moment, 27-26. A lot of the fans may have not seen Walker hitting the deck, as we had a chance to see it a couple of times. There's no doubt Walker was very woozy, still probably feeling it, but just getting a great player, one of the greatest of all time at Williamsport High back in there is a lift. Alonzo Goldston can't hit it. Gets it back. Allen penetrates, dishes. The shot is up by Mott. And Mott, a very difficult player to defend. And it's back to 3, 29-26. That's the first they scored in the last few points. There is the midcourt foul they wanted. Bobby Kavillion trying to pick his pocket. And he is called on the foul, and they needed that. Team fouls right now. Williamsport Millionaires are still not into the 1-and-1, I don't believe. That should be the 4th team foul, but let's look and see. Maybe that will be number 5.
Well, that was a big break for the Millionaires. It didn't look like he got him.
Yep.
He had all ball, but now Valentine gets to quickly step to the line and hopefully cut it to 1.
That'll finally be the 5th personal foul. 1-and-1 the rest of the way, and smooth as silk, Ivan Valentine steps in. 6:02 till halftime. Ivan with the count, and that'll be a foul or lane violation. Let's look and
looks
see.
Like a foul on 54 White, Gary.
Yeah, it will be Mott. I don't know if we'll probably not get a chance to see that, or Mike, if we do, let's take another look. Kaiser Brothers Olds Chrysler Plymouth.
That's a big break because
here's a look.
Valentine gets to shoot the second free throw here.
Take another look at that replay. Ivan goes to the line. Here's what happened a moment ago.
Yo, an elbow right to the face, the second one of the game. A definite foul on 54. Okay, Valentine gets to shoot the second of the 1-on-1 right here. We're back live again. Ooh, and he misses
Ivan can't hit it. Valentine will come back to the free throw line again. Referee started going the other way as if he was shooting down there. Guy, get in the game.
Boy, this is the same referee that called the foul on Walker. He's really having problems tonight.
One of the referees is the referee that your dad, Pete White, said was the referee at the Whitehall game, and that bothered him because he did not feel that the officials called a good game, particularly this referee a year ago. Both refs are out of District 3. Clark will hit. He was fouled.
Right, Clark gets the 1-on-1 now.
29-28, and the Millionaires are within 1 to tie the game. Remember, they were down by 11 and on the verge of being blown out until he ran 10 straight points off. And the Millionaires are tied at 29.
Boy, what a comeback by the Millionaires. That shows that our players are veterans.
Inbound, Kavillion. Great play by Johnson, nearly took it away.
Tremendous D by Johnson.
Smith works it up. That's Allen, rather, to the left side. Fronted by Bullock. Mott has it in the corner. Baseline shoots. Can't do it. Good box out. Ivan takes it away.
Tremendous box out by Valentine there.
Blake with a left-hand dribble. Turns up with the paint. Chick has the 3. Can't hit it. Bullock penetrates. Big miss there by the Millionaires. No whistle call. That's a tough miss.
Valentine got pushed on the rebound there, but the Millionaires may have got away with a foul early on one of those rebounds.
29 all. Greg Fanning will nail it from about 17 feet away. 31-29 our score with 5:19 till halftime.
Well, we had 3 shots last time down. That hurt us. That was a big opportunity to go ahead.
Millionaires had another 3-shot deal earlier in the game that was a big miss. And there's Ivan, penetrates and ties the game at 31.
Ivan takes it right at the big guy. That was very nice by Valentine.
Fanning in the backcourt. They double up on him. Break the timeline to Mott. Turquin Mott. Steele. Johnson.
Good hustle by the Millionaires. 2 guys diving on the floor for a loose ball.
Mike Johnson got it to Chick. Here's Bullock, takes it in, challenges the man. The follow by Johnson is good.
See, notice how Bullock took it right at the big guy. And then we got the rebound from Johnson.
And they've regained the lead for the first time in a year. A long way back for the cherry and white, but there is a great play of Franklin Allen. He has been the difference, really, in this basketball team. And time is called.
Bullock needs a break right now, so the Millionaires call the timeout to give him the break because they're afraid to put Walker back in. His legs are not ready.
What a comeback. 33-all with 4:33 to play in the half. We'll be right back. Second period. Cable Sports, Gary Crispin, Peter White. Backcourt pressure. Millionaires need to get out of that top trap by the defending state champions. Chigarelli dribbles out of a pack. Chased by Mott. Trap him in the corner. Walker couldn't get it. Covillion comes up with a steal. Ran over. There's the offensive charge. And Chick was sitting there waiting for it. And Chigarelli may have hit his head.
Chigarelli took the charge, but he hit his head on the floor after the charge.
Millionaires getting beat up by this Glen Mills team. A lot of people talked about Glen Mills. This is pretty much a reform high school.
Yeah,
These are a lot of kids that have been in trouble over the years. You know they're going to be awfully tough. They brought their entire student body. We might want to get a look, Mike Strunk, at the student body of Glen Mills.
Well, I'll
But
tell
when
you.
they start chanting, this place is very loud.
I'll tell you what, Glen Mills, it may be a reform school, but they take good care of these kids. This is a class act. All of the
Yeah,
kids,
they do.
The kids are chanting, and there's no trouble. The players must have turned things around in their life, and I respect Glen Mills for the way that they appear tonight.
They come here, and of course, a lot of the teachers are here with them, and of course, they file in an orderly fashion, and they really have a loud cheering section. 33-all our score. Inbound to the foul a moment ago. Not a shooting foul. Chigarelli nearly walked. They're giving them all the D they can handle. There's Walker in the middle. Grady runs the break. Has Clark, looks away. Jeff goes baseline and hits. Put it right in over the 6'10" Alonzo Goldston.
Clark went right at him, and we're up. That's Clark's 13th point of the night. And that was a nice pass by Walker. Give him another assist.
35-33. Here's Allen. Giving the cherry and white fits. Franklin Allen, they feel, could be on some pre-All-American list next season at the end of the year. That's from his coach, Mann, who said that he's only a junior. Chigarelli off the miss.
Good box up by Chigarelli last time we got the rebound.
Chick needs help. Here's Bullock into the circle again.
We're spread out too far right now, Gary. There we go. We got to get in closer.
Let's talk about the defense play. There's a reach-in foul. That will be Jermel Smith off the bench, his second personal foul of the game. Defensively, let's talk about the style and what's being done now by Glen Mills.
It looks like Glen Mills started out in a 1-2-2 or a 3-2, but they packed it in a little bit. However, Glen Mills' D is not strong. They just kind of spread out. I don't think they have a real plan in mind, like the Millionaires just control the ball and get in the passing lanes. Glen Mills seems like that they're more worried about having a plan on offense and moving the ball around and getting it inside, whereas on defense, they kind of just stay in their positions.
It is a 35-33 Millionaire lead. 3:32 to play in the second period. Andy Chigarelli, senior playmaking guard, 5'10", can't hit it. Gets his own rebound back. Here's Bullock. The three wouldn't go. Clyde controls the offensive boards. Backdoor Bullock, yes, with the right hand hook.
Beautiful pass by Clyde. Give him the assist.
4-point Millionaire lead, 37-33.
Here's a tough matchup right here. Valentine
That's Mott.
on Mott, because Valentine generally guards a guard or a small forward.
Mike Young into the ball game, first time, fronted by Bullock, tries to go low. Chigarelli looked like he had it, loose ball, reach in, and Goldston doesn't like it one bit. And here is another Kaiser Brothers look, and the Millionaire fans are into it.
That's Goldston's second foul. Here's a shot, tip back with the Millionaires do at the foul line. They get it to Bullock, he misses the jumper, and then Clayton pushes off to get that rebound, which was got away with one, and then a beautiful pass to Bullock.
Millionaires are always sliding down that lane. That's where you play, looking for that back door, Peter. That's where you learn day one to get the easy layup.
That's right, that's how the Millionaires play. We try layups win championships. Jumpers win games, layups win championships. Millionaires are 6 for 9 from the free throw line right now. Glen Mills is 4 for 4.
Millionaires against the defending state champions with one loss. They're 26-1. There's the miss. And protecting the ball, running it out of there in the crowd is Greg Fanning. With a 10-point average per game, 6'3" senior forward.
It was a big miss right there, Gary, because we had 2 free ones after the turnover.
Covillion against Johnson down the lane, hooks and hits. Cuts to the 2. Bobby Covillion, he's a veteran playmaking guard off the championship team of a year ago. And head coach Tom Mann believes this team could be better than the team of a year ago. Every bit as good. Johnson heads up. No call against Glenn Mills. Back the other way. Great assist by Allen. Half-court pass, finding Mott at the left-hand side. Good play to tie it at 37.
See, when Valentine got the ball in the middle there, he immediately dribbled. He should have been looking to pass. It looked like Clark would have been open for the layup.
Here goes Johnson to the corner again. Valentine, front of the way, needs help. They come out there and match up. Try to double team that ball. Bullock runs to the side. Crowd is into it from Glenn Mills. Chigarelli. Blake hooks. Can't hit it. There's the elbow, and again you see that elbow flying around. Referee's not warning anybody. There's a travel, I believe, or
that's
not.
a foul on 33.
A whistle and a foul will go against number 33, Kevin Lewis, who just came into the ball game.
Boy, big break for the Millionaires. That's a very unusual call right there, Gary.
6'11" senior. And Mike, we will see. Maybe we can get a chance to. We'll get a chance to see it all again in just a moment before Bullock. Bullock's coming to the line right now. 37-37, a minute 47 left. Holiday Inn, you want to go there for dinner and lunch. Let's send you there for lunch and dinner right now. 323-7929. We'll take caller 7 and caller 8.
So Millionaires tipping it back again, Gary.
Millionaires have got to hit those free throws against a team of this caliber. Chigarelli needing help. There's a steal in the lane.
Needed a bounce pass there, Gary.
Goldston. And Glenn Mills will walk it up. Millionaires have shown a lot of heart coming back after Walker went down. There's Allen. He's killed them all night. Here's a replay look a moment ago.
There's a nice move by Clark with the hook shot.
Elbows.
Some elbows. No call.
Chigarelli back to live action. Needs help coming out of the crowd. Johnson. Clark. Foul from behind.
Definitely.
And the foul will put them to the line with a 1-and-1 with a 2-shot lead for Glenn Mills. A 2-point lead. And Clark will go to the free throw line.
That's it. That's it.
Here's that last foul we looked about by Lewis, which came away from the ball, I believe. Let's look and see. Look at 33. He's backing it against Bullock.
He was holding Bullock back there on it. That's the 3rd foul on Goldston. That's very, very big. Very big. Their potential All-American just picked up his 3rd, Gary.
The line shooting and hitting is Jeff Clark.
We got to stick our free throws. If we stick our free throws, we got a lead right now.
39-38, Clark to tie. Millionaires were able to regain the lead on 2 occasions since they fell behind by 11 and then cut it to 10 straight points. 39-all. Jeff Clark in the ball game has 15 points in the first half alone. He played well on this court against Reading early on this year.
Yep, Bullock and Clark carried us against Reading on the scoring end. It looks like they're doing it tonight.
Allen up the lane, hits, he's fouled, it counts. Chigarelli, and that is number 3. And that's one of the keys we talked about. Chigarelli, perhaps maybe one of the biggest keys, if he gets in foul trouble, has to sit down. Because Chick, you lose your leader, your point guard. That would mean, perhaps, that you bring Grady Walker to the point. Grady Walker not only is not 100% after hitting the deck with an elbow. But now some questions, and technical foul is being called. And let's see who that team might be fouled against.
3rd foul on Chigarelli. Looks like they called a technical on Johnson. I don't know where that came from.
Well, I'll tell you what, Millionaires were able to survive a bad call on Walker as he hit the deck with an elbow. And then a technical foul on the bench. 42-39.
It's 14 points for Allen. Boy, I'm surprised because Chigarelli's a great defensive player.
Covillion to the line. Shooting, gets the roll. Millionaires have had an uphill struggle in this basketball game, but dramatically have come back. 43-39 makes it 44-39. Minute 2 to play till halftime. Here we go. Side out, Glenn Mills.
Well, that tee really hurts, Gary. Because they get, not only they score the 3-point play and then the 2 free throws, but then they get the ball back.
Allen penetrates again, goes up. Fleck tried for the block, got his own rebound, and Allen sticks it in. Boy, is he tough. He's done the damage. 5'11". One of the best guards in the Philadelphia area. 46-39. All of a sudden, they're up by 7. Here's Ivan. You need 2 here. Ivan pulls up. Can't hit it. Fleck with a tap. Fleck got it again. Great heads-up play by Clyde.
Boy, we needed that so badly to cut it to 5. Clyde made it beautiful. Nice tip, and then he got his own rebound.
Fleck has 17, 27 on the clock.
Chick-really cannot get a foul here.
Head of the circle. Come out again to Fanning. Fanning looking low. There's Mott. Turns to the low post. Whirls. Can't get it. Got the tap. Put it in with the right hand. Back to 7. 48-41. With 6 seconds remaining until halftime. There's 5. Johnson with 2 is fouled. That is a bad foul for Glenn Mills. And Tom Mann, the head coach, is stomping his feet over there, not wanting to put them at the line with a second to go.
Very dumb foul by Lewis. That's his 3rd foul, and with 1 second left, we get the chance to shoot the 1-on-1. We need these badly. We got to cut it to 5.
Kevin Lewis is 6'11", headed for Rhode Island. 6th man of this team at 6'11". Johnson to the line, 1-1. There's Needham. Johnson hits. Matt Johnson is a cool customer. Although he will mix it up with anybody. Millionaires have had 2 tees called against them in the game tonight, but they will not go away from the defending state champions. Johnson again. Can't hit it. Length of the court. Hits the scoreboard. That'll do it. And the Millionaires trail by 6. And a crowd for the cherry and white on our right side really giving them a standing ovation. 48-42. We'll be back with the Little Caesars halftime show. And our guest will be Harry Binger, Matursville Warrior coach. We'll talk about it right after this. In many aspects, it's halftime. 48-42. The Millionaires trail by 6. With us at halftime at our Little Caesars halftime show is head basketball coach of the Matursville Warriors, Harry Binger, with the Indiana red and white on here, root on Bobby Knight's team, one of your good friends. Harry, this has been a war, first step. Let's assess it, and really from the knockout on Walker to the elbows, you've seen a number of things that aren't being called.
Well, there's an awful lot of things going on out there. I think there should be 3 officials in a game like this, and I'm seeing all kind of dirty play, illegal screens that aren't being called. They did finally call one there late in the second quarter, but there's a lot of things going on that I don't think has any place out there.
And of course, Grady Walker, what an ugly scene. Takes the elbow, hits the deck. Peter White called it, looked like a Mike Tyson knockout, and then they called the foul on Grady Walker.
That was absolutely ridiculous. It was just a totally ridiculous situation. Grady was not cold. He couldn't get up. It was like a good shot by a Mike Tyson right.
One thing the Millionaires are able to do, Grady Walker shows you the type of athlete he's been. He comes back, his presence on the court helped inspire the Millionaires to come back. Let's talk a little bit about this team and the character of the Cherry and White show. They're ready to be blown out. They're down by 11. They made up 10 points and actually took the lead twice.
Well, that took a lot of class. That took a lot of heart, because this is a very tough, very physical basketball team that the Millionaires are playing tonight, and they're certainly outmatched in terms of physical specimens. I'm not sure if they're outmanned in other ways, but they certainly are in terms of the physical. The height, the size, the weight, the age, everything of that sort.
And the age, and we talked, Glenn Mills has, 6 players 19 years old?
6 players that are 19 years old, right.
How does that fit in the rules of the PIAA? This is a school that's kind of a rehabilitation reform type situation, I guess, to put it mildly. I guess that's in the rules, right?
Yes, you can be 19 and play, and I think that's to protect some of the kids that maybe in their earlier years of elementary school have a little trouble with reading and writing and arithmetic, and get held back, and so they're able to play athletics throughout their entire high school career. But I know the Millionaires have some 17-year-old and 16-year-old kids out there, and they're playing against 19-year-old kids, and it really physically, Gary, looks like a college team against a high school team.
Okay, a high school team that's playing in this game and has a shot to win. Second half, what does Pete White have to do? What's he telling his team right now to beat this team tonight?
Well, I don't know that he has to do a whole lot different. They have to do a better job at breaking the press. The press has bothered them. It's created some turnovers, and that's a problem. The Millionaires have missed some easy shots right here in front of you, and not really that easy, Gary, but shots that they have to make. They've got to make those shots because, let's face it, they're tough to get against this ball club, so that when they get them, they need to drop them. I don't think they can afford to miss too many free throws. I think possibly they're going to get more this half, and I think the referees have got to do a little bit more to control the game, control the tempers of the Glen Mills kids. They're very mouthy, and I can understand why they're in reform school by watching some of them play out there. But the kids have to keep their cool and just play as hard as they can play what they're doing and not make too many mistakes.
Harry Binger, I thank you for being here at Little Caesars halftime. And again, congratulations on a great year and a 20-win season for your Maturesville Warriors.
My pleasure to be here, Gary. I've enjoyed talking with you again. Thank you very much. Let's hope for the best here.
All right, let's get them in the second half. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more after our Little Caesars halftime show. We will take number 10, caller 10 at 323-7929. Boy, they're doing a lot of yelling out here. 323-7929. We'll give away some great Little Caesars pizza. We'll be back with the second half. Don't you go away. Starting it off where they left off early on in that second period. Peter was scoring. Let's take a look.
For the Millionaires, Clegg has 17, Bullock 12, Johnson 5, Valentine 4, Walker 4. Boy, since Walker's injury, his legs just don't look any good out there. I just watched him at halftime. For Glen Mills, Allen had 16 and Cavilion 10, Mott 10.
There's a steal. Behind the back, pretty play coming down. His Fanning will hit off the break, Cavilion. You're right, Grady Walker right now has not been the same. And it's a 52-42 ball game, 10 points. Their second largest lead of the night. 7:12 to play the third period. Millionaires need to get something going in a hurry. They're trapping to the side. Walker was an early factor with 3 offensive boards and 4 points before he was knocked cold by a flying elbow. They've been throwing him all night. And then ironically, Grady gets the foul called on him. It was the worst call we've seen perhaps all year. Or maybe the worst call not seen all year. There is Blake, back door, can't hit it. Walker fades away, and it will not go in. Millionaires have got to hit those, or they will not be in the game the rest of the way.
Well, those were easy ones. Clegg, that's good.
Nobody's looking back door. There's the stuff by Mott. Millionaires need a timeout. Pete White's going to call time. He needs his team to regroup. They did not come out with that eye of the tiger like they did early on. 6:26 to play. 54-42. Glen Mills will be back. Call against them a wheel away. 54-42 our score. They're taking a real quick timeout. They're not giving them the full minute. 12-point deficit, largest of the game for Glen Mills. They lead. Kicked away. Millionaires are a step slow, and they've got to play some good D. How do you get back in? Pete White had to call a timeout.
We just have to run our offense. That's no problem. Offensively, we just have to run our offense. And on defense, we got to get in the passing lanes. We're going to need some turnovers. We got to cut down on their second shots. They had 7 offensive rebounds, 6 they converted for scores in the first
Millionaires
half.
right now just aren't moving without the ball either. Here's Bullock out of the corner. Need the 3. It wouldn't go. Blake got the offensive rebound. There's a block by Alonzo Goldston. Here come the Bulls. Fanning for 3. The air ball. Ivan runs it back up the other way. They need a break in a hurry. Walker up the middle, down the lane. Great feed off that time to Bullock. He sticks it in.
Nice pass by Walker, but geez, he still looks a step slow, Gary. He looks really timid out there.
A little bit woozy in the legs for Grady Walker. 5:23. It's amazing he's even back in this game tonight.
It is amazing he's still in there.
Cavilion penetrates, can't hit it. Good box out by Bullock. Grady leads the break with a left hand. Pulls up, great lead pass again by Walker. And they'll go to Chick this time on the right side. 54-46. They cut 4 off the clock. And they're able to cut it down this time to an 8-point deficit. That's the margin. They were down a moment ago. They trail by 6 at halftime.
Williamsport responded well after the timeout. Walker's take the middle on a fast break and make some nice passes.
Up the middle, down the lane, and again, Franklin Allen. You can't give him that penetration. Allen has burned him all night. He's got 18 points and really has been the difference in the ball game. Walker is trapped. Here's Chick. Millionaires down by 10. Can cut it to 7. They do. Bullock with a 3.
Boy, nice shot by Bullock. Very nice pass by Chick. Give him the assist.
Bullock's got 17. 56-49 score of the ball game. Over the timeline with a left-hand dribble, that's Allen. Screen off to the head of the circle. They come back over to Covillion. And he'll hit the three. He answers, and it's back to 10. 59-49. Bobby Covillion.
Millionaires made a switch on defense. They have Valentine now guarding Allen, and they put Ciccarelli on Covillion, and Ciccarelli went to help, and Covillion gets the easy three.
White, touch pass, left side. Bullock feels the three, and he hit it again.
Nice pass by Clyke, giving the assist.
Bullock is keeping them in the ball game. 59-52. Jason's got 20. 4:02 to play in the third period on Cable Sports. Head of the circle. Here's Allen again, fronted by Ivan Valentine. He gets the awesome defensive assignment against one of the best in Philly. Fading away. Mott missed it. Bullock again the rebound. He's pulled off 3 in a row. Grady runs the break. He'll take it himself out of control. A whistle and a foul. And let's see who the foul is going to be against. It will be against Glenn Mills. And that was a difficult situation. Had Glenn Mills stepped in the passing lane, taken the charge, it would have been easy. Charge Grady was out of control.
Yeah, Grady was a little out of control. He might have got away with a walk right there, Gary. And we got lucky. We picked up. That's a third foul for Mott. That's a big break for the Millionaires.
To the line, that was not a shooting foul. Johnson, backdoor, couldn't hit the shot. Plate goes up and would not go in. Boy, what a giant miss for the Millionaires. They've got to hit those, but there was a whistle and a foul inside. And Mott gets the foul. We're going to check the scoreboard to see how many he has in this ball game, and I believe it will be 4. Let's look.
That's 4 on Mott. 4 on Mott coming over the top. And the Glenn Mills people told me before the game that Mott was the guy who rose to the occasion in the big games.
Tom Lush has him for 4 personal fouls. Scoreboard has for 3. 3 personal fouls on Mott. Bullock, good head fake, penetrates. On the floor. Millionaires have got to get 2 out of this. They had missed 2 they should have hit. There's the howitzer. It will not go. 7-point deficit. 3:24 to play.
Bullock rushed that one a little bit there, Gary.
Couple of big misses down here, that right, Peter. They've got to take it away this time. They can't play keep away with this team.
We need to get a 5-second count out there. I mean, this guy's just playing with the ball.
Up the middle, down the lane. There's the whistle and the foul inside. And Allen just takes you one-on-one and tries to drive. 59-52. Millionaires still hanging in with 3:09 left. They've made the runs. They actually took 2 leads after falling behind by 11 when Walker went out. Grady came back in, stepped on the floor. The Millionaires had been in the midst of making a comeback. They scored 10 straight to cut it to 1, and they actually later took the lead twice. Then the final about 30 seconds of that first half. Couple of tough calls and a technical foul and a couple of run-and-gun plays by Glenn Mills got them up. At halftime, they led by 6.
Boy, he missed them both. That's got to be very rare.
Big misses. Walker needs help. Johnson, middleman, Ciccarelli. Fronted by Smith. Johnson penetrates and hits.
Johnson goes right at the big man. That's the way you play against big guys. Go right at him.
Matt missed one earlier. He came back to take the toll there.
He's got 7 points right now.
59-54 with a left-hand dribble comes Allen. Johnson now will grab that tough defensive assignment. Grady forced the turnover. Here's the break. Walker goes for the slam. He'll lay it in.
That was smart by Walker. He still doesn't have his legs, so he shouldn't be going for dunks. Just lay it in.
Yeah, you're right about that. 59-56. Great steal, Millionaires. That's one we'll want to see again with the Kaiser brothers. Old Chrysler Plymouth replay.
Right, give Walker the steal and Ciccarelli the assist.
Good denial. Jeff Clyke, they say, causes the foul on the push-off on Mott. Tough call. Here's our look again, and Grady Walker got it together.
It's only Clyke's first. Okay, here it is. They try to get it inside. Walker makes a nice tip, gets the ball to Ciccarelli, and then Walker gets the easy layup. Very smart by Walker not to go for the dunk.
Yeah, you can tell he's still a little bit woozy. He's not going to fool around. They'll be really taking a look at Grady Walker after this ball game, to say the least.
He's not as quick as he was against Easton right now. I'm telling you, that shot to the head is effective.
You know, and the thing is, Peter, if Grady Walker had not taken that shot to the head, who knows what might have been the case in the game.
I know, because he was controlling the offensive board.
59-56, a hold by Clyke. Boy, I tell you what, if we have that, we might want to see it again. We'll see about that call. It was tight. Clyke giving him the D. Team fouls right now are even at 2 apiece, but for Jeff Clyke, the fouls are mounting up. That'll be his second personal foul of the game. Here's a look again.
Here's the inbounds play. That's Clyke's second. Geez, it looks like Bullock is the one who grabbed his shirt.
Here's the inbound. Live action, Covillion. Fanning. Penetrates. Banks. Whistle. A push and a foul, and they're looking at Jamel Smith. Mike, do you have that replay?
Well, that looked like a big break.
We don't have it again. Don't worry about it. Three-point lead by Glenn Mills.
Because it looked to me like Walker got away with a push on the rebound. We've gotten some calls this second half, Gary.
Jerry and White are going to have to do the job against this zone trap press.
Yep.
They will pin you to the corner and take it away. Here's Gavillion. Running away this time on Ciccarelli. Allen near had the steal, kicked it out of bounds. The Millionaires were robbed of that call. The referee changed it because the other referee stepped in. You know, Harry Bigger made a great point, Peter White, at halftime, saying that there should definitely be 3 officials for this ball game, a game of this caliber.
It might not be a bad idea. Maybe they would have caught the shot to Walker's head. But right now, there's 5 players have 3 fouls right now for Glenn Mills. Oh, there's a steal. You gotta get a foul outside.
Gavillion, he'll hit.
That's too bad. That's a big turnaround. We have the ball down by 3, and now we have it down by 5.
61-56. Jerry and White got to come down and score now. Minute 46 until the end of the third period. Ciccarelli runs it up in a crowd. Grady fades away. Yes!
Very nice. Walker went straight up that time. Johnson's having trouble with his shoe right now. His shoe is caught underneath. If I was him, I'd kick it off. Oh, and Glenn Mills helps us out. Johnson has no shoe on his left foot, and Glenn Mills calls a timeout.
Wow.
Very dumb. Very dumb.
Is that a big break or what? 61-58. Short-footed that time with the Millionaires. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in a moment. 58. Millionaires down by 3. The defending state champion Bulls of Glenn Mills. Head of the circle. Block Walker on Goldston. Out of bounds. Touch last Alonzo Goldston. Ciccarelli was there to make sure that ball was not regained.
Right now they're in a 1-3. We're in a 1-3-1, 3/4 court press, and there's another turnover by the Millionaires. Oh, they lost it though. Oh,
Tough call there.
Geez, it looks
Quick
like they
hands
lost
by
it.
Franklin Allen, one of the best guards we've seen all year.
I'll tell you what, Allen has pretty much dominated the first 3/4 of this game.
61-58. Score in the ball game.
Williamsport has 9 turnovers, and last couple in the second half have really hurt us.
Jamel Smith looking out to the high post. They're trying to go the big guy. He slips by a man, puts it up, couldn't hit, and there's the extra. There's where the advantage is. The height advantage taps it in. 63-58. Back to 5. 46 in the clock. Millionaires want to stay close. Love to be within 3. Here's Walker. Good head fake. One too many passes to Jeff Blake. That's a tough play.
Just a little bit too hard for Clay right there, it looked like. Just a little bit too hard for him.
Grady, though, is starting to feel, it seems, a little bit better. He's in the play a little bit.
He does look like he's doing better, but you know, Gary, we're down by 5 right now, and we've played really well. That kind of hurts us. When you play this well, you hope to cut the lead a lot more. They look like they're going to hold it for the last shot.
They've had a couple of chances down the last couple of times. The Millionaires could not do it. They turned the ball over. Coming out to Mott with 16. I would put it in the hands of Allen.
Yeah, I would too. I would let Allen go one-on-one.
And he's going to do it against Ivan Valentine. Behind the back, puts it up, and boy, does he look like a major league player with 4 seconds left with 3, 2, 1. Walker, length of the court, can't hit it. 65-58. It is a 7-point lead, but plenty of time as we turn for home. The final 8. Don't go away. We'll be back. The Millionaires trail by 7. Team Jamel Smith, that is his 4th.